As a travel writer, I'm constantly looking out for news stories. And there's now a growing market for sustainability in travel and tourism.
Business has to make a profit. Sustainability is important as well. We know now that more and more travelers are looking for it. I don't know what innovative methods there are, but I'm eager to learn.
I love travel. I've been all over the world for work and pleasure. But the earth is really important to me. And that's why I want to be a more eco-conscious traveler. For me, good food is so important when I'm traveling, especially local dishes that are sourced sustainably. I know there's always great stories behind local food and local dishes, but first I want to know where and how food is sourced.
I hear you, Paul. And you know, for me, the question is more about food waste management and recovery. And I'm sitting here thinking there must be a better approach to food and food waste because it plays a crucial role in sustainability after all.
Sustainability is really important to me these days. Where it comes from, how it's transported, and how it's produced. We need to find better ways to run a sustainable hotel, and food is part of that. Obviously, I want to save money too.
Absolutely. But Trisha, first I would like to take away my leftovers, please.
Sure, that's a great start.
I promise I'll eat all my food.
Okay, I trust you on that.
Hi, Elaine.
Hello, Paul. Good to see you.
You too. I see you're already tending to your herbs and vegetables.
I am. That's our urban farm. It's huge. We've got more than 60 varieties of herbs, plants, vegetables, edible flowers, and fruit. Shall I give you a tour?
Yes, please. Why is sustainable food management so important in the hospitality industry?
Sustainable food protects the environment and supports the local community that produce them. And most importantly, it has a positive impact on the climate. So for example, tomatoes grown in greenhouse produce 9.3 kilograms of carbon emission, while tomatoes grown in our urban farm produce 0.035 kilograms of carbon emission.
Oh wow, that's a huge difference.
Yes.
I'm sure your guests appreciate all the effort you go into producing such fresh vegetables for them.
Our urban farm supplies 25% of the produce that we use in the restaurants. Of course, that's not enough. We do buy, we do import, but we do support local as much as we can.
Well, you make me want to start my own garden.
If you need tips, you know where to find us.
You'll be the first person I'll call. Sustainable food requires less water, which means more water can be utilized better elsewhere. And less water means less energy to process, pump, and treat it. So that overall, you're getting better energy savings.
Hi Tricia,
Chef, tell me what we're cooking today.
I've got a barmudi here which is sustainable, which is farmed locally.
Chef, what do you do about food waste here in a restaurant?
There's a lot of ways you can reduce this, such as better planning of meals,
Yep.
and then using every parts of the ingredients. You can use the stems, the stalks, even the roots as well. At Park Royal, we actually plan our meals 1 month in advance so that we can actually plant the seeds ourselves for the vegetables and the fruits.
Very nice.
So every week we have a different harvest from the farm. Maybe this week is tomato, the next week it will be our Brazilian spinach.
I don't think we have room to grow vegetables at our restaurant, but we can start trying to grow our own herbs instead.
Yeah.
How's my fish? Are we
Stay
ready?
and look. Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. Let's cook it.
Skin down.
Yeah, skin down.
Chef, what else can I do to reduce waste?
Growing your own herbs, you can actually pick what is required so that none of it goes to waste. Just these small things can actually dramatically reduce your waste on a daily basis.
And save us money.
Yes, that's right. You can reduce your waste by 72% a year and save you up to 30,000 a year.
Literally, I'm just putting it into the bin at the moment. Chef, this looks really yummy. Shall we try it now?
Sure.
Very nice.
Did you know that 1/3 of food for consumption is wasted annually? Imagine going grocery shopping, filling up your grocery cart, and throwing away 1/3 of it. Food waste, or food loss to be accurate, happens at every single level of the production cycle. So when we throw away food, we not just throw away that singular food, but the energy and water that went into it too. And this includes resources that went into growing, producing, processing, packaging, transportation, and there's what we call the cumulative multiplier effect. So that means that it's not just the food, but also the resources that went into it that get wasted. Max, you are the food waste expert. Now, I have a question about the multiplier effect. So we've got some strawberries here to make our parfait. What would be the impact once I throw this into the bin?
We have to think that someone had to grow this strawberry. It just didn't magically appear in a restaurant. So we have to go back to the beginning of the story of this strawberry. From someone had to find a land to grow strawberry, then plant them, then cultivate them, then harvest them, put them into packaging, ship them, then we have to bring them to a supermarket or to a supplier before it comes to the restaurant. So we can go on and on and on. And imagine if we add all those little impacts, the strawberry will have an impact going to the bin that is much larger than when it was actually on the farm. It would be almost like I threw 26 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in terms of decomposition, if you, like me at home, compost food, maybe it'll take 1 to 2 months. But I'm thinking in the landfill, maybe 1 to 2 years?
Actually, it will take around 25 years.
Wow,
I know. I know, it's crazy. When we put something into landfill, it actually doesn't have access to oxygen because of all the rest of the waste. Nature cannot do its process of decomposing.
When we talk about the hotel industry, for example, what are a few things they can do to reduce the impact of food waste?
I think the biggest things that a hotel can do is to be able to measure their food waste. What gets measured gets managed. By understanding all those factors and using data, we can solve the problem at source.
What are some practical steps for hotel kitchens and restaurants to track and measure their sources of food waste?
Well, the first thing is to just decide, I want to track what goes into the bin, take pictures, capture all the data, send back reports to the chefs so they can understand where, when, and how the food waste occur. What was ordered and what is the trend of the ordering? They will give you numbers of what you waste so you can understand that. Because not only is it going to have an impact on the way you run your kitchen, it's also going to have a financial impact.
Wow, there's many steps. And you need to cut more. You need to cut more blueberries.
Yeah, I don't want to waste them.
I didn't know there were so many benefits to sustainable food production. Not only is it good for the environment, but it's also good for the local community. So it's just a big win for everyone. And to practice what I preach, tonight's salad is 100% sustainably sourced from Singapore.
Well done, you. I got to cook with Chef Leon today.
Did he share any other tips to reduce food waste at the restaurant?
So many. We need to plan better so we can waste less. There's a lot of recipes to help us to use up unserved food. So I've made you this stock.
Oh,
Just for you.
thank you. Look, homemade stock always tastes much better.
I feel that we all have a part to play to reduce food waste. I learned today that a strawberry or even this innocent tomato right here takes a long time to decompose in landfill.
Every little step, every little action, it's quite logical. We need to use our common sense to make these real changes. We should eat.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for joining.
All right.
All right. Bon appetit.